Hello and welcome. So I wanted to give you a brief overview of Chapter 1 assignments. So it starts with what do top students do differently? So this is a TED Talk. You may have seen TED Talks or you've probably heard about them. They're high quality discussions on various topics. And this one is about sort of a scientific look at what do high performing students do differently. Some students don't have a great background in study skills, and so they need a little help learning what those study skills are. And some students have some study skills that turns out aren't actually that effective in general. So it's just a discussion here about what students do differently. And then there's an assignment here as part of a Canvas discussion. So it says, watch the video below and leave a college-level post below of about 500 words addressing the following. So, using college-level writing, try to have good grammar and punctuation and stuff like that, something that you would, college level. And here I give you a suggestion of about 500 words. Now, I don't strictly word count every single page. It's just there to give you an understanding of how much depth I'm looking for in that conversation. There's going to be some times where the replies are about 100 words, so that's just a few sentences. Whereas 500 words is kind of more like, you're getting in the neighborhood of like 3 paragraphs that you would want to put together, that kind of length. So, if you come in at 490 words, but you gave a really good response, you're still going to get full credit. It's just there so that you understand that, for this assignment, I'm just not supposed to leave a 1-sentence reply. This is, if I say that I want 500 words college level writing, and you give me 400 words of college level writing, then you probably were not able to give me the kind of depth that I was looking for in that assignment, and it's going to reflect on your grade. Okay, so like I say, if you're off by a few words, it's not a big deal, but if I look at it and go, well, that's not long enough, and then I do a word count and see that you're, 80, 100 words short of where you're supposed to be on a 500 word assignment, that fell significantly short, and then you're going to lose some points for that. So just keep that in mind. It's really just to give you an understanding of how in-depth your response should be. And then I've got some prompts here, so you should go through, respond to these prompts. And then at the end here, it says respond in a meaningful way to at least 2 other student posts. So you're going to respond to what other students wrote about what they took away from this video. And that's a part where it's always kind of a bummer. Sometimes I think people forget to come back or they just don't respond to other people. And then I have to take off points for that. But the responding is sort of it's not very difficult. You just read what someone else wrote and then you respond to it. Now, by meaningful, I mean that, you can't just say, hey, good job, or I like what you wrote. It should be something that shows that you read the response that the other student posted. You read it, and something meaningful, some kind of feedback that relates to what they said. If you just say good job, then by deleting your post of good job, it doesn't really change anything, right? But if you respond to something that they brought up specifically, then you're actually meaningfully adding to the discussion, all right? So just keep that in mind. Then I've got a video here. Now, some of this video, you're not going to understand everything in this video, and that's okay, right? But you're going to pick up quite a bit from this video that you're going to start seeing in the next few weeks. And you're going to go, oh, yeah, I kind of saw that, and it's going to help the pieces go together. So don't get frustrated if you don't understand everything in this video. What's kind of going to happen is you're going to understand stuff, or you're going to kind of understand stuff, and then you're going to get lost, and then you'll start to understand stuff again. So it might be a little frustrating getting through this, but even if you only pick up 60% of what's in this video, that's still setting you up for a great start in the class. Okay, so don't get frustrated. Here I say I'm looking for around 200 words, so then okay, so that's not as long of a response as the previous discussion. So this is one of those times where you are allowed to use AI. Remember, in the syllabus, you're not allowed to use AI on any assignment in this class unless the assignment specifically says to use AI. So I tell you right here, for this discussion, use ChatGPT. I've got a link to it. If you have a different AI that you like to use, feel free to use that. People kind of know ChatGPT, they've heard of it, so I'm just using that one. But you can, if you like the other competitors or you have a subscription to one, go ahead and use that one. basically what you're going to do is you're going to go in and you're going to ask ChatGPT how your major uses trigonometry. So let's just say that you're an electrical engineer, or you're studying or hope to be an electrical engineer. Then you'll go into ChatGPT and you'll ask it, how does an electrical engineer use trigonometry? And then ChatGPT is going to give you a really good response. You're probably going to learn some stuff from it. And then you're going to respond to that. So in about 200 words, you're going to respond to what you think of ChatGPT's response. And then you're going to respond to some other students. Okay, then we have the actual lessons that you're going to get into. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to watch the lesson below. This is Professor Leonard. He does really good videos. They're really outstanding videos. So you're going to watch it, and you're going to take quality notes while you're watching this. Okay, so you're going to write things down, you're going to make notes, and then these notes are going to help you throughout the semester. Now, for this assignment, what you're going to do is you're going to post your notes in here. Now, you're only going to submit one file, and I only grade one file. So if you write 6 pages of notes, don't submit 6 different files, right? It gets really difficult trying to balance all these different things from a grading perspective. So what you're going to do is you're just going to submit one file, and this is really easy to do. Genius Scan, right, that I have a link for right here, is a very popular app in education. There are other competitors that do this, so if you want to use one of those, that's fine. It's free. Basically, what you're going to do is on your phone, for instance, you can take pictures of your 6 pages of notes, and then Genius Scan will just take those 6 pages and create one PDF, and then you just upload that one PDF, and then I see your quality notes, I give you credit, you move on to the next assignment. Okay, so, and I know everyone takes notes differently. You don't have to write down every single word that's being said in the video. That's fine. But you should have, significant notes there of important topics. I should be able to look at it and see that you watched the video and you made some notes that are going to be helpful to you along the way. And if you're confused after this topic, if you feel like you need any help, feel free to message me over here in the Canvas inbox, and I can set up a Zoom appointment with you, and then I can help you with the material that you're confused on, okay? And then you have a couple of those. So you have a few lessons you're going to go through. This one's on degrees, minutes, and seconds. That one's not too bad, but you're going to do the same thing. You're going to take notes, use Genius Scan to create one file, upload it. I look at it, see that you did the assignment, give you points. We move on. Here's another one, basic trigonometric functions. And then early identities, so an introduction to trigonometric identities, which are going to come up a couple times throughout the course. And they'll come up in your calculus course. At the end of each unit, make sure you go in and you're paying attention to the XYZ homework and the due dates for the XYZ homework, and that you're getting those done. And at the very end here, I put a question and answer form. So the way this works is if you have questions on the homework or the unit or the chapter or whatever, you come in here and you can post the question, and hopefully someone will answer your question. So I'll occasionally look at these and try to be helpful, but this is an opportunity for you to earn extra credit. So technically, this question and answer form is worth 0 points, but you can still earn points, effectively giving you extra credit. So if you're going to post a question here, the best way to do it is with a screenshot. Because the XYZ homework is all randomized for each student. So your problem number 3 could be someone else's problem number 8. They're all very different. So the best way to do this to communicate exactly what problem you're working on is to take a screenshot, come in here, post it, and there's kind of 2 things you need to do. Post the screenshot of your problem, and then explain what you tried to do on the problem. And then someone, either me or someone in the class, will try to answer your question. Now, the first person to give a high-quality, correct answer will receive extra credit for giving that solution to another student. So it's not everyone that answers it gets the credit. It's the first high-quality response that I think answers the question will get some extra credit. So you could earn a bunch of extra credit. If 8 people ask questions in here and you come in and you answer 8 people's questions and you do it well and you're the first person to give the right answer and really help that person out, you'll get extra credit 8 times, right? So it could definitely add up if you want to be helpful to your fellow students. So that is an opportunity that you have. Okay, and that wraps up the first chapter, and then basically the other chapters are going to work in a very similar manner. And again, if you need any help, please message me over here in the Canvas messaging, and we will set up a Zoom appointment. Thank you.